Hello friends, today we will discuss basic but very important concept of relative speed from the chapter time, speed and distance. A very perennial favorite of test setters in a various competitive exams. And student, these concepts can be interlinked with questions based on trains, boats, races, clocks, relative motion in a straight line, circular motion, ratio and proportion, and various chapters of maths. So that's why you can always find a lot of questions from this area in a various competitive exams. Now let's start with the concept of relative speed. First of all, we have an overview of the session. In this session, first of all, we will cover the concept of relative speed in a same direction. After that, we will cover the concept of relative speed from opposite directions. After that, we will cover train crossing a pole or a man or a bridge or a platform. And after that, we will cover two trains crossing each other, and at the end, there will be some practice questions with their answers. Now let's start with the concept of relative speed. First of all, I would like to tell you what is the meaning of relative speed. When two bodies are moving in same direction or in opposite direction, then speed of one object with respect to other is known as relative speed. Now let's have the look on the slide. Relative speed in a same direction. It means the speed of one object with the respect to another. Speed of one object with respect to another, which I have already told you. Now here we have taken, we have choose two objects A and B are moving in the same direction with speed x km per hour and y km per hour respectively, and x is greater than y. Then the relative speed is equal to x minus y kilometer per hour. So students, in other words, we can say relative speed can be defined as the positive value of difference between the two speeds. Now I will take mathematical example. If x is moving with the speed of suppose 60 km per hour and y is moving with the speed of 40 km per hour. So what will be the relative speed? What is the meaning of relative speed? That x is gaining how much distance over y in 1 hour. Now the figures are 60 and 40. Can we say 60 minus 40 is equal to 20 km? That means x is gaining 20 km per hour over y. So it is a difference of two speeds when the two bodies are moving in same direction. Now do this question with the help of an example. Students, just go through the questions, just have a overlook. Rohit and Ajay are standing 180 km apart. Just understood the concept. Now distance is between Rohit and Ajay is 180 km. Distance is, students, 180 km. And Rohit can run at the speed of 15 meter per second. So first of all, convert. We know 15 meter per second will be 15 into 18, 15 into 18 by 5. It will be 54 km per hour. It is the speed of Rohit. It is the speed of Rohit. And now the speed of Ajay. Ajay's speed is given 10 meter per second. And what is 10 meter per second, students? 10 into 18 by 5, because 1 meter per second is equal to 18 by 5 km per hour. So it will be 36 km per hour. Why we have converted in kilometer per hour? Because students, it is given 180 km. Distance is in the kilometer. So we have to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour. And if Rohit starts running toward Ajay, distance between Rohit and Ajay is 180 km. Now Rohit starts running toward Ajay, but at the same time Ajay also starts to run away. After how much time will the Rohit catch up with Ajay? Now when Rohit is chasing Ajay, that means both the bodies are moving in same direction. And the relative speed of Rohit and Ajay, relative speed, already we have done. What is the meaning of relative speed? Positive difference of two objects. So what is the difference? 54 minus 36, that means 18 kilometer now per hour. So what is the relative speed? 18 kilometer per hour. That means Rohit is gaining 18 kilometer over Ajay in 1 hour. And how much distance Rohit has to cover? Students, Rohit has to cover a distance of 180 kilometer. Now distance is 180 kilometer. Students, speed is relative speed. Relative is very important. Speed is 18 kilometer per hour. Now time will be, as we know, time will be distance by speed is time. So what is the distance, students? 180. What is the speed? 18. That means after 10 hour, Rohit will catch Ajay. Is it clear? Now questions and here, because examiner is asking after how much time the Rohit catch up with Ajay. Now my second question is how much distance they have covered. When Rohit will catch Ajay, that means both have covered the same distance. Now the distance moved. Second question, how much distance they have covered? How much distance they have covered? Now what is the speed of Rohit? Speed of Rohit is 54 kilometer per hour, students, and time Rohit has taken is 10 hours. So what is the distance? Speed into time. So it will be 54 into 10, that will be 540 kilometer. So distance covered is 540 kilometer. It is not there. You should understand the distance covered is not 180, because when Rohit is moving, Ajay is also moving. Rohit is moving 54 kilometer, Ajay is moving 36 kilometer. So that means both the bodies are moving. But now just see with the case of Ajay. Now speed of Ajay's speed is 36 kilometer per hour and time is 10 hours. So distance is equal to speed into time. Speed is 36, time is 10 hour. So distance covered will be 360 kilometer, and Ajay is 180 kilometer ahead of Rohit. 180 kilometer ahead of Rohit. So total distance will be 360 plus 180. It will be 540 kilometer. Now you can see the distance covered will be same. So that's why Rohit will catch with the Ajay. Now I think that this concept is clear to everyone. Now move to next question. Now let's start with the concept of relative speed in a opposite direction. If two objects A and B are moving in or moving from the opposite direction with a speed of x kilometer per hour and y kilometer per hour. Now you can see object moving away from each other. If two objects, suppose x is standing here and y is standing here, if y is moving toward this and x is moving toward, that means both the objects are moving away from each other. And in second case, both the objects x and y are moving toward each other. We can see the sign of arrow. Then relative speed will be equal to x plus y kilometer per hour. You can understand, student, if both the objects are moving from or moving away in an opposite direction, always relative speed will be the addition of both the speeds. Now just do this concept with the help of question. In this question, Rohit and Ajay are standing 180 km apart. Rohit can run at 15 meters per second and Ajay can run at 10 meters per second. Again, student, you can see distance is again same, 180 km, and speed is given 15 meter per second, and we know what is the meaning of 15 meter per second. 15 into 18 by 5, or straight away what you can do, because Ajay starts running toward each other, Rohit and Ajay start running toward each other. Now distance is 180 kilometers. Suppose I have written here distance is 180 and this is Rohit, speed is 15 meter per second, and here it is Ajay, and what is speed? 10 meter per second. Now both the bodies are moving from opposite direction. Now what we'll do, we will add their relative speed. Now if we'll do addition, it will be 15 plus 10, which will be 25 meter per second, and convert this meter per second into kilometer per hour, students. So it will be, what it will be, students? It will be 25 into 18 by 5. Already we have done. So the relative speed will be 90 kilometer per hour. What does it mean 90 km per hour? That in 1 hour both the bodies are moving 90 km. Both the bodies are covering 90 km. And how much distance they have to cover, students? 180. So what will be the time? Because again, what is asking? Examiner asking how much time. So time is equal to distance by speed. And what is this? What is the distance? 180. And what is their relative speed? 90. That means in 2 hours they will cover 180 kilometer. Now in this case, both the bodies are moving from opposite direction toward each other. So that's why we have added their speed. So if examiner is asking how much distance Rohit have covered in 2 hours, now we know as the speed of Rohit is 15 meter per second, and we know 15 meter per second means 15 into 18 by 5. So it will be 54 kilometer per hour. 54 kilometer per hour. So the distance covered by Rohit will be distance covered by Rohit is equal to 54 into 2, it will be 108 kilometer. If examiner is asking how much distance they have covered respectively, and remaining distance 72 will be covered by Ajay, because the speed of Ajay is 10 meter per second. So these basic concept, on the basis of this basic concept, you can find, students, a typical questions. So your basic concept should be clear. I think that we have done the concept thoroughly. Now let's move to another question. Just go through question, students. Again, question based on relative speed in a same direction. Now in the question, always when the question is big, always break the question in a small part, students. A thief leaves city A in a car towards city B. Now I will make a line here, A, B. When we'll draw a diagram, so it's very easy to visualize the concept. Thief flees city A in car towards city B on a stretch of state road. Now what is the distance, students? 500 kilometers is the distance at a speed of 80 km per hour. So speed of thief is 80 km per hour, and speed of thief 80 km per hour, thief speed. In 30 minutes, a police party leaves city A to chase the thief. So here what we have to see, speed of thief is 80 km per hour. So in 30 minutes, thief will cover, or you can say half hour, thief will cover 80 into half, it will be 40 kilometer. That means thief is 40 kilometer ahead of police. Now suppose thief is here. Thief is 40 kilometer ahead of police, and speed of thief is 80 kilometer per hour. And now after that, a police party chase thief with a speed of 90 kilometer per hour. Again, same question. Now police has to cover this 40 kilometer distance, because police has to cover this 40 kilometer, and the chasing is in the same direction. So that means the relative speed of thief and police will be relative speed difference of both two items. 90 minus 80, it will be 90 minus 80 will be 10 km per hour. Now police is chasing thief with a speed of 10 km per hour, and now you can see distance is 40, speed is 10. Now time will be distance by speed, which will be 40 divided by 10, it will be 4 hours. That means after 4 hours the police party will catch the thief. Again same question. In the first question the distance was fixed. In this question initially thief has run for half an hour with a speed of 80 km per hour. So in half an hour thief will cover 40 km. Now police has to cover those 40 km with a relative speed of 10. It means policeman will take 4 hours to catch the thief. And now if the question is what is the distance covered in these 4 hours, so distance curve will be same. So what is the distance covered? 90 into 4 is 360 km. Police has covered. So thief will also cover 360 km. But here this is not in the question. Question is how much time the police party take to catch the thief. Now we will move to next question. The distance between two places A and B is 810 km. Tarun starts from A 60 km per hour, 6, and Pritesh starts from B 90 toward each other. At what time they will meet? Again, now students, you can see again, just draw a diagram. Distance between two places A and B, AB, is 810 km. Tarun starts from A at 60 km per hour at 6 a.m. Tarun, just write here, with a speed of 60 km per hour at 6 a.m. And Pritesh starts from B. There is one another guy, Pritesh, start from B at speed of 90 km per hour, but Pritesh start at student 7 a.m. toward each other. Now both the bodies are moving from opposite direction, as you can go through the question. Question is again at what time they will meet. Now what is the formula of time? Distance by speed, and when two bodies are moving from opposite direction, then their speed will be addition of relative speed will be addition of both the speeds. But we have to take care of, because Tarun started at 6 a.m. and he is starting at 7 a.m. So from 6 to 7 only who is moving? Students, Tarun is moving. How much distance Tarun will move in 1 hour? 60 km. Because his speed is 60. 60 into 1 will be 60. Now here it is 7 a.m. After 7 a.m. both the bodies will move with their respective speed toward each other, and the total distance, remaining distance, will be 810 minus 60. It will be 750. It will be 750 km. Now remaining distance is 750. This distance is 750. Now time will be distance upon speed, and what will be the relative speed, students? 750 divided by 60 plus 90, and units are same because here it is 750 km and units are kilometer per hour. So it will be 750 divided by 150, and time will be total, students, 5 hours. So after 5 hours both of them will meet. Now it's in the questions of time, speed and distance, it's very useful to draw a diagram so that you can visualize who is moving, at what time he is moving, after how much distance they will meet. And again application same, 3 formulas: distance equal to speed into time, time equal to d by s, t equal to d by s. Clear, students? So after 5 hours, they will meet. And again, if the examiner is asking how much distance they have covered, we know their speed, multiply speed into time, you will find the distance. But in this question, what he's asking? Time. So answer is 5 hours. Now start another concept. When a train crosses a stationary man, signpost, or you can say a pole. When a train is crossing any stationary object of negligible width is very important, then total distance covered is its own length. So here it should be understood that when a train is crossing any object which have a negligible width, so what we'll take? We will take the distance as the length of train. Now do this concept with the help of example. How much time will a 520 meters long train running at 144 km per hour? Now student, again we have to take care of units. Here it is given 520 meters and here the speed is 144 km per hour. Either convert meter into kilometer or convert kilometer per hour into meter per second. So when a train crosses any object which have negligible width, so what is the distance? Length of the train. Here the length of the train is, distance is given 520 meter, speed is given students 144 km per hour, that means into 5 by 18. If we want to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, multiply it by 5 by 18. So it will be 18 into 8 is 144, 5 into 8 is 40 meter per second. Speed is 40 meter per second. And now what is asking examiner? How much time? And as we are aware, what is the formula of time? Time is equal to, students, distance divided by speed. What is the distance? Train crossing a woman, 520, length of train. What is speed? 40 meter per second. And what will be time? 13 seconds is the time units, because meter will cancel and what will be remaining? 13 seconds. So basic object of this question is when a train crossing any standing object or any object having negligible width, so distance covered will be the length of train, students. Now see next question, next concept. When a train crosses a platform or a bridge, or you can say when the object which the train crosses is stationary, then the distance traveled is the length of the train plus length of the object. Object can be anything. When a train crosses any object which are having length, it can be bridge, it can be platform, it can be any other object which are having length, then the distance will be length of train plus length of the object. Now again do this question with the help of an example. A train takes 10 seconds to cross a pole and 25 seconds to cross a platform of length 300 meter. What is the length of the train? What is the length of the train? Again, speed in both the cases will be, students, same. Now as we are aware about the formula, because speed is same, so what is the formula of speed? Speed is equal to, students, distance divided by time. When a train cross a pole, that means train is crossing its own length, and here it is given train takes 10 seconds to cross a pole and 25 seconds to cross a platform. That means when a train crossing a platform, that means train is crossing its own length plus length of platform. So train time is given 10 seconds and 25 seconds is a time for platform and train. So we will assume let length of train equal to x meter, you can say. Now length of train is x and time is given 10 second, that means x divided by 10, distance divided by time will be the speed, is equal to x plus what is the length of platform? 300 meters, students. So it is total distance, length of platform plus length of train, divided by 25, because 25 is the total time. When a train crosses a platform, it means train is crossing its own length plus length of platform. So time we have to take is total time. Now you can solve this. 5 to 5, 5. 5 into x is equal to 2 into x plus 600. So 3x is equal to 600. So x will be 600 by 3, students. It will be 200. So what is the x? Length of the train. So examiner is asking what is the length of the train? Length of the train is 200, which is our answer. This question we have done it by whole equation, and again if you apply the formula, there is another way also, students, which I would like to tell you. Directly you can do it by ratio and proportion. As we know, distance and time has direct relation, or distance and speed has direct relation, time and speed has inverse relation. Now if I say let the length of train is x, let the length of the train is x, and length of the platform is, students, 300. So length of train is x, and how much time it is taking to cross a train? 10. And now I will take here effective time of platform, because in this 25 second, 10 second is to cross a length of train, to cross a pole, which is written. So pure platform time is 25 minus 10, which will be 15 second. So can we say the effective pure time of platform to cross is 15 second. This is pure time to cross a train, pure time to cross a platform. Now you can apply unitary method. 5 to 10, 5, 3, 15. 3x is equal to 600. So x will be 200, student. Again I would like to repeat what I have done. Length of train is x, distance, length of train is student x. This is length of platform. This is pure time of train, pure time of train, and this is pure time to cross platform. So because distance and time has direct relation, so we have applied this chain rule, or direct indirect proportion you can say, or otherwise you can do it by equation also. Now let's move to the next question. Next concept, you can say, when two trains crossing each other, whether moving in same direction or whether moving in opposite direction. As you can see, moving in same direction or opposite direction, then in these cases the distance covered will be the equal to sum of the length of both the trains. When two trains crossing each other, whether in same direction or in opposite direction, then the distance covered will be equal to length of both the trains. Now just do this question with the help of example, students. A 500 meters long train running at a rate of 84 km per hour will take how much time to cross another train which is 300 meter long, running 60 km per hour opposite direction. Okay. Now length of train. Length of one train is, student, 500 meter. Length of other train is 300. And what is asking examiner? How much time to cross another train? That means when two trains crosses each other, which we have already read, whether in same direction or in opposite direction. So distance will be, distance is equal to length of both trains. Length of both trains 500 plus 300, which will be, student, 800 kilometer. And now they are moving in opposite direction. So when two bodies are moving from opposite direction, what we will do, we will add their relative, for relative speed we will add their speeds. So their speeds will be relative speed is equal to 84 plus 60, which will be 144 kilometer per hour. 144 kilometer per hour. Now student, here unit is 800 meter, not kilometer, 800 meters. And now speed here is 144 kilometer per hour. So convert this 144 kilometer per hour into meter per second. It will be 144 into 5 by 18. It will be 18 into 8 is 144. So it will be 40 meter per second. So their relative speed is, students, 40 meter per second. As we know, the distance is 800 meter, speed is for 40, and what examiner is asking, how much time. So what is the formula of time? Time is equal to, again, distance divided by speed. What is distance, student? 800. What is time? What is speed? 40. So time will be 20 seconds. So both the trains will cross in 20 seconds. Clear, students? So in this slide of relative speed, what we have covered, relative speed in a same direction, in a opposite direction, when a train crosses a pole or a man crosses each other, crossing platform. So I think that you have understood the concept of relative speed, which can help you in the other chapters also, which I have already told you in the starting. So I think that all the things are clear. Now move to some practice questions. Just have an overlook of these practice questions and then try to solve these at your own end. Train traveling, question 1, and then question 2. After that, question 3 and question 4. And at the end, their answers are given. These are their answers: 140 meter, 400 meter, 20 seconds, and 250 meters. Okay, students, I think that everything is clear. Thanks a lot.